And then that brings us to now. Today, tonight, we are going again on another trip. Hey guys, it's Chika. 皆さんこんにちは、Chika です。So it's been a while since we've sat down and talked like this, but today I thought I would give you guys a closer to real-time update on everything that's been happening because a lot of our travel videos have quite a bit of a lag because it's just taken me so long to edit them. So all the travel videos that you guys have been watching, well, most of them are from our trip last year. If you watch closely, I think that there are hints that give it away. For the most part, you probably don't notice and you have no idea where I am, but I am in Japan right now. But this will take a few days to edit, so by the time you watch this, I will be off again to the States. I'm leaving tonight. But anyways, so we've been doing a lot of traveling since last year, so things have been really hectic. With COVID finally kind of settling down and everyone has a bit more freedom to travel, we've had a lot more opportunities to work with brands and it's been great. It's been amazing and we are really happy to be busy and traveling, but it does make life a lot more hectic. I mean, 3 years we were just hanging out at home, so it's a very different life now. Plus, with Clover, with the 2 kids, it just makes things a lot more hectic. And it's been really hard for me to share things real time. I shared with you guys at the beginning of the year, the first video of this year, I shared with you my big dream, long-term dream, and the steps that I was taking to get there. And I was looking for editors to help me edit my videos. So it's been, 4 months since then? I actually have found some editors and we are kind of building a team to make this editing process work. We had so many people apply. We had about 250 applicants for the editor position. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe we had so many people. If any of you are watching, thank you so much. It was such a difficult decision, but one that had to be made, so we ended up narrowing it down to a few editors from around the world, which is super exciting. I am still doing a bit of editing, but gradually it's being, done by someone other than me. I don't know if you guys have even noticed. Probably not. They're quite good, but it's exciting. It's really exciting, but this transition period, of course, makes things a little bit more hectic because everything's so new. So yeah, I said from around the world. We've got a very international group of editors. Only one is from Japan, actually. The other 3, there's one from the States. Our other editor is from, they're all from Japan. They're all Japanese, but they live in, she lives in Serbia. And then there's another gentleman that lives in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, which is a place that I've been very interested in going to, so I'm excited that I have a friend there now. And the guy that's actually editing for us in Japan is maybe planning to move overseas soon. So once that happens, we won't have anyone here and everyone will be working from around the globe. And it's so cool because it's so now all the editors have kind of built their life and their lifestyle and their career because they wanted the freedom to work from anywhere. And they're doing so, and it's so cool. At first, I was sort of hoping to find editors that I could actually meet easily, but that is not the case, but we will meet eventually. I mean, at some point, they'll all come visit Japan. We might go and visit, them. So that makes things very interesting, and I'm super excited for all that's to come by having a team. So that has been happening these past couple months. I've been quite busy with that. And what else? Big news. If you guys watched my 73 questions, my Vogue challenge, I mentioned that I was about to launch a journal brand. So I'll tell you a little bit about that. I will tell you the whole story in another video once the launch date actually is a bit more near because I think it's still going to take a few more months. But the whole thought process behind it was I'm really interested in building a brand, not just a product, not just a collab, but a brand with a story that we can continue to provide people from around the world with products based on, whatever inspiration it is that we have and the story that we want to tell. I shared with you guys that I wanted to do a family travel brand eventually, and I do want to do that, and that's definitely the long-term goal. I have a lot of things I want to do, so it will take me a while. It's not going to be a straight shot there. I have to learn other things along the way. And one of the things that I wanted to do was create journals for people to be able to kind of be themselves. And I feel like writing out your thoughts and expressing your thoughts and getting your voice out, whether it's to people, to someone, or just to yourself, to hear yourself, is extremely important. And having run my community C Place for over 2 years now, I just see that the people that post on there, that talk about what it is that they want to do, their dreams or goals or just things that they're thinking about, not necessarily super optimistic things, but just whatever's on their chest, just letting it out helps so much. And I just saw that firsthand with a lot of people in our community. And I wanted to create something that was that would reach more of you, because I know joining a community is a big thing and not something that's for everyone. But I felt like just having a third place, whether it's a community like we have or a journal, I feel like a journal can be your third place, a place that's just your own, that you can be yourself and let out all of the feelings, what you're feeling, and all of your hopes and dreams, whatever it is that's hard to tell maybe your friends or family because you're just so close to them. I think we all need a place to just be ourselves, carefree. And I felt like a journal can do that. So the whole inspiration was from my community, but I wanted to reach more of you. And so I'm like, okay, let's just launch a journal brand. I think it goes in line with everything that I've been doing for the last 11 years, just being yourself and expressing yourself and living the life that you want to live. So I thought it was perfect, and we're launching it. So I've got a few members on the team helping me do this. Our first product is going to be called the Find Your True Self Journal. And this journal is going to come with a workbook that has a series of questions, activities that is going to help you kind of just stop and, reflect on yourself and about your past, your present, what it is you really like, what gets you excited, and start thinking about your future. I think journaling is kind of a big thing these days, but rather than just going into it with nothing, I felt like it would be more effective if we just stopped and, had a conversation with yourself about yourself. Who am I? Because sometimes you forget, I do too. I mean, I have goals and dreams and things, but you're so busy every single day that you forget. You're like, okay, why am I doing this? Why do I have these goals? What is my motivation? What is it I'm trying to do? Things that you just kind of forget in the hecticness of everyday life. So just to stop and, find your true self. So that's exciting. That's coming soon. I've got the design and everything. I would show you, but I don't want this to be your first look. I want a different video for that. But we got a logo. We're working with a designer we found online who lives in Kenya. She's amazing. And just so much you can do online nowadays. We can connect with so many people around the world, and it's just really cool how this is coming together. Not easy though. Oh my gosh. We're working with some factories, and some of the things that we get are like, okay, redo. So it's taken a lot longer than we thought. But that's one big project that I'm working on now, which I will share in more detail, as if I didn't give you enough details already, in more detail as we near the launch. But hopefully in the next 3 months, we'll hopefully launch it. And we have so many ideas, other ideas for other journals, and also, okay, I'm not gonna tell you. I won't be able to stop. So let's just keep it there. So that is something that's been happening the last 4 months as well. What else? So you were seeing all the travel videos from last year, but you've actually seen a couple from this year. The LA video that I uploaded where we collaborated with the Global Pass debit card. It was last month. So that was pretty recent. We have a bunch more videos coming up from that trip. So I think you just saw a bunch of videos from Virginia Beach, which was our last stop on our trip last autumn in the States. And after that, we drove up to Washington, D.C. and flew out. We didn't spend any time in D.C. We flew out. So you saw the end of that trip. So yay! Finally! It took us like 6 months to upload. But for most of that, I was doing it myself. So I could only upload like 2 videos a week. And it was just, and we had so much footage. Hopefully we will start getting on track and it will be more real time going forth. But after this video, the next video you're gonna see our trip from Vietnam. I went to Vietnam with, let's keep it a surprise. I went to Vietnam with somebody, not family. So that was really exciting. Just a very short trip, but it was enough to just be inspired, refresh. We all need a little me time, even parents need a little me time. So I left Pudding and Clover with Osaru-san and I went. So that's coming up next. We have a few videos from Vietnam like that, like without the kids in so long. But it's nice once in a while for just a few days, I think is a good thing. It just lets you kind of refresh and recharge. And I mean, after a few days, you start missing your kids anyway. So just like we were there for like 3 days, but it was a good enough time. I've never taken a trip that short. We usually go for at least 2 weeks to anywhere we go because, we're doing a lot of filming and things. And so I was like 3 days, that's a really like tight schedule. But no, we were able to, do it all. We took like the red eye, got there in the morning, spent 3 complete whole days because we left really late at night as well. And that was actually the perfect amount of time. Lots of eating, shopping, eating, shopping. Yeah, it was really fun. So hope you guys check that out. But after that series, we will start up our LA videos. I also went to Seattle at the end of that trip. That was just like in March, so that's not too bad of a lag. So we'll have a bunch of those coming up your way. We've got our editing team working on that, so hopefully we'll get caught up. And then that brings us to now. Today, tonight, we are going again on another trip. This time to the same place we went to last time, actually. We're going to Los Angeles again. It wasn't planned, but we happened to be collaborating with a brand on this. This is really exciting. I don't know if I should tell you yet. Well, you guys should go follow me on Instagram if you want to know exactly what we're doing, because I'm going to be posting real time on my Instagram stories from where we're going. So if you haven't already, go follow me on Instagram to get the latest. And it's even on Instagram stories, it's been really hard for me to post real time. Just because with the kids, it's just like you don't have really any time to just sit and like post. And whenever I post, I'm like, okay, which order should I do it in? Oh, I need to, add this detail. It just takes me so long. So I always end up being like, oh, I couldn't post today. But this time I will be posting real time as much as I can. I got some help. My mom will be there to help us watch the kids and things. So go follow me on Instagram. I've got it linked in the description. It's bilingual_chica. And you will see exactly what we're up to right now. We're going with family this time, so you guys will get to see Pudding and Clover. Oh my gosh, they're both growing up so fast. Pudding is just a teenager, as you guys have seen in some of our shorts. She talks like a teen, which is interesting because it's different when she talks in Japanese. I feel like when she talks in Japanese, she talks more like her age. She's 4. But when she talks in English, she's just like, how old are you again? And Clover doesn't talk yet. Well, he says mama and papa, but he understands so much. So even though he doesn't talk, we have conversations, and he nods and he says no. And so we are finally communicating, because I'm excited to see like what his first words are gonna be, and besides mama and papa. And he's walking, running, just climbing. Walking, running, and climbing. That was not the case with Pudding. She would just walk and run. But with Clover, walking, running, and climbing. He loves to climb things, so we have to watch him like nonstop or he's gonna hurt himself. I think I've pretty much wrapped up everything that's like kind of going on in my life at the moment. I mean, there's probably little details here and there I've forgotten, but that's pretty much it. So I think you are caught up, and hopefully we will get caught up with all the editing so you guys can watch our videos a bit closer to real time. But in the meantime, I will hopefully do these like catch up sessions with you. Because after a while, with such a big lag, I start feeling a little bit disconnected. So we need to do this more often. But yeah, it was really nice chatting with you guys. Hopefully you feel a little better now that I've given you an update, because you're probably like, okay, is she in New York? Is she in Los Angeles? Is she in Seattle? Is she in Japan? You probably didn't think I was in Japan. I run into, some chikatamos here and there, and they're like, you're here? I thought you were overseas. Everyone thinks so because all of our vlogs are travel videos. But I'm in Japan, just for a few more hours though, then we're off. So we're kind of everywhere anyway. But hopefully you kind of get an idea of what's been happening. And hopefully you look forward to everything that's coming your way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me just blabbing away in English. I know some of you really like that because I don't do it often enough. But yes, we will see you guys again soon. All right, bye. We come alive.